twins. So we skala and the Holeawago. The Holeawago is the day twin, so we skala is the night twin. They wrestle for the seasons to see how which of them are going to control the season. How we know that Suiskal is taking over is he prevents the day twin from growing anymore or making plants grow. So what he does is he adds frost. That first sign of frost indicates that he's now starting to take over. So the day twin will try and warm it back up. But as soon as that first frost comes, that is the sort of the drawing point. Okay, your time is done. Now I'm taking over. And when he takes over, that is also the sign for our month of Genie Lado Lutz, which is the hunting moon. In that hunting moon, after that first frost or that little bit of snow, we know that the animals now are starting to get thicker coats. And that is our indicator to start getting ready for hunting. And so when that first frost takes over and that translates into December, which is Wason this, which is the long night. In that Wason this, in that part in the middle of the month becomes midwinter. In that midwinter is when we start to do our midwinter ceremonies. In that time, we're thankful from that point from the harvest, from the hunting into our midwinter ceremonies, which technically speaking to people would be the solstice, where the longest night during those times is when we do our celebration for 4 days, when they say that the grandmother moon visited us for 4 days. So after the Wason this, which is the month of December, translates into January, which is Deyakahuntjaks. Deyakahuntjaks is freezing ear moon, where it is that down type temperature where your ears are really freezing. It's bitter cold out. And so from those 3 months, that is the night twins time. And when it translates back into February and March, we start to see that again, the two twins are wrestling for that time. And that part where of the March, the split day moon, that is where we see the day twins start to warm things up. And then the first sign of those thunders, that is to indicate to the night twin, it starts moving him back and letting him know that his time is done. And then we see that transition from that time where it now becomes longer days, less nighttime. We are following those elements of what they are showing us, which is why it leads into all those months and how we do all of our ceremonies.